some of my latest work that I've just been working on. So I've been doing some Mary here in different sizes, as you can see. So I'm just going to go through and show you a couple of different ways that I've drilled the holes and how you can bind them. So the first one's quite simple, where you just make up a pull-through cord. And I generally use this sort of type of binding on the larger pendants. And also full-size MIDI and things like that. So you basically, what you're doing is you're actually drilling the hole straight through the actual top of where the flutes are. I always put 3 flutes in them, and then I drill a hole through that second flute. So then what you're doing is you're selecting which side you like best. I kind of like this side because it's got a bit of that that Total Weka and that in there, sort of that red sort of blood of the Weka. So I'm going to thread it through the other side there, because I want that to be the front side. And I'm going to pull that cord through. From there, what I'm doing is I'm actually going to pull that cord up and through. And sort of make that so it's nice and even at the top. And then I pull this down over, so it's wrapping around that middle flute, top of the handle there. You can see it hugs it nice and tightly and holds it into place. It also helps hide the back of where the cord is, so when you're actually wearing it, you can see that it hangs like that. The second type of binding I've done is I've done them like this here. As you can see, I've actually drilled a hole down through the top, and then on one side I've drilled through in the center of that middle flute, so I haven't gone all the way through. So down to the top and then halfway through on one side. So it'll look a bit more like this here. As you can see, there's a hole there, and then there's a hole there, but there's no hole on that side. So what I'm wanting to do is you're wanting to get yourself a cord that's already made up, an adjustable cord, and get yourself a bit of pull through cord, and you get it ready like that, because what you're wanting to do now is you're wanting to thread that down through that top hole. Sometimes I find it easy if you actually get these sort of stuck together, because it can be a bit tricky to try and get that down through. So what I do is I try and make a little bit of an angle there, thread it down through. Sometimes this can take a wee bit. Sometimes it just, there it is. Just pull it down through. Make sure that's nice and even at the top. This is the part that's not lots of fun. Get rid of that. So now you can see that it's come through like that. Wrap it round through there, loop it through. And loop it down like so. So you can see now that it's wrapped round through and out the top there. And so what I do now is I actually get a bit of like either 0.8 or 1mm cord, and just find myself a little pair of snips, whatever I've done with those. There they go, thank you. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a whipping on the top. So I'm going to go around. Now what I do now is I just pull it back a bit, up the cord, pull it all tight, and then what I do is I cut that off, and I burn that off. Then from there I push it back down over the hole so it covers it, just like that. And we cut the rest off like so. And there you have it, you've got a bound Mary and a lovely bit of dark Kawa flower jade there, where we've come down and through the hole.